to the Hawaiian monk seal exhibit. Today while I'm conducting a feeding and training session with our Hawaiian monk seal Maka, I'll be telling you a little bit more about him and the Hawaiian monk seal. First off, the Hawaiian monk seal is an endemic species, meaning they are found only in the Hawaiian Islands. Their population resides largely in the northwestern Hawaiian Islands, which is located about 1,200 miles northwest of Hawaii. There are about 100 Hawaiian monk seals found around the main Hawaiian Islands, and about 7 are seen regularly around Oahu. Good. So unfortunately, they are an endangered species, numbering less than 1,100 in the wild. However, they are protected by both state and federal laws, making it illegal to harm or harass them. Right now, I'd like to introduce you to our resident Hawaiian monk seal, Maka Onauna. And that is Hawaiian for soft or gentle eyes. Good. Well, Maka here was actually found off the French frigate Shoals, which is located in the northwestern Hawaiian Islands. He was found in 1983 as a 3-week-old pup. Maka was rescued as he was found without his mother, meaning he was either orphaned or abandoned. So in either case, Maka most likely would not have survived in the wild on his own. Good. Well, right now I am going to be doing a body exam with Maka. We do these at each feeding and training session, just to look over his body for any cuts, scrapes, or anything out of the ordinary. We do also have the body exam to allow Maka to get used to being handled by humans and having his body parts examined. As I mentioned, we do have this body exam at every feeding and training session, as we do want to make sure we are thorough and we have different trainers take a look at him as well. You'll notice Maka is lying still for me as he keeps his nose close to that blue and white float attached to that long white pole. That's what we refer to as a target. There is no smell, taste, or sound associated with it.
I can't pick it up.
It's simply used as a training tool. And so as you can see, Maka here is trained to touch his nose to it, and in return he does receive reinforcement. Good. And I'm just going to check his ventral side as well. So that target is a very useful tool. As you can see, it does allow Maka to lie still for these healthy body exams. But we can also use it for having him maneuver throughout the habitat, as you might have noticed earlier. We can also use it for training new behaviors as well. Good. Well, right now I am feeding Maka a mixed diet of herring, whitebait, and squid. He will receive about 6,000 calories per day. This is equivalent to about 10 pounds of food. Good. In the wild, the monk seal will feed on a variety of reef fish, octopus, lobsters, and eels, in which case they will need to be able to break up those prey items. If you take a look at how Maka is eating his food, he is swallowing it whole. Now in the wild, as I mentioned, they may not always be able to do this because of the size of their prey. Target. Open. So if you take a look inside of Maka's mouth, you'll notice he does have 32 molar-like teeth. And so these are very helpful in being able to break up those larger prey items. Good. Especially when they snack on something such as a lobster, where they'll need to be able to break through that shell. They do also have very powerful jaw strength, compared to a large cat, such as a lion or a tiger. So that will also assist in breaking up those larger prey items. Good, good, good. And then we do also give Maka here a marine mammal supplement, just to make sure that he is extra healthy. Well, right now I'd like to go over a few real quick, a few differences between a seal and a sea lion, as many people do get the two confused. They are both pinnipeds, so they will look very similar. But does anyone know what we have here today? Seal. That's right, Maka here is a true seal. Good. So the first and easiest way to tell the difference between a seal and a sea lion is to look for the presence or the absence of an external ear flap. So if you look about 3 inches behind each of Maka's eyes, you'll notice he has a small tuft of fur. And underneath that tuft of fur is a small pinhole opening that leads to an internal hearing structure. So Maka here does not have that external ear flap like us, but he does, however, have very good hearing. Good. A sea lion will have that outer ear flap, similar to a cat or a dog. Now the second way to tell the difference between a seal and a sea lion is to look at the way that they move on land. So as you'll notice, Maka will actually undulate on his belly, similar to the movement of a large inchworm. Good. He'll always keep those hind flippers directly behind his body as he moves, whereas a sea lion will actually rotate those hind flippers underneath their bodies and then prop themselves up on their front flippers and move on all fours. Good. So as you can see, a seal is able to prop themselves up on those front flippers, but as they are much shorter and stubbier than a sea lion's, it'd be very difficult for them to maneuver this way, especially when they have those hind flippers just trailing behind them. So as you notice in turn, those hind flippers will just pivot along with it. Good. So because of the way that they maneuver on land, you'll usually find seals in more sandy or ice flow habitats, and you'll find sea lions in more rocky terrain, as it's easier for them to pop themselves up off of that rougher surface. Water? And there's that undulating motion one more time. And now the third way to tell the difference between a seal and a sea lion is to look at the way that they move in the water. So as Maka swims by, you'll notice he'll move side to side in a scully-like manner, using those hind flippers for propulsion and using those front flippers for steering. I'll swim by one more time. A sea lion will move in the opposite way, moving those front flippers in a circular motion to propel themselves, and using those hind flippers for steering, much like a boat has a rudder in the back. Now sea lions will reach a little bit quicker speeds, usually up to around 20 or 25 miles per hour, whereas a seal may swim a little bit slower, reaching speeds of up to around 10 or 15 miles per hour.